And then when I reached 16, I was legally able to work. So my first job was Kmart.
Kmart.
Yeah, Kmart.
Wow.
Attention, Kmart shoppers.
So to think now you're living in a $35 million estate. We're around, multi-million dollars worth of cars. It all started at Kmart.
Kmart.
Officially.
Kmart was my, $3.15 an hour.
No way.
Yeah, 1986. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was a regular clerk. I had to collect shopping carts, clean the stockroom, mop the floors, clean toilets. So basically all the dirty work, nobody wants to do.
For $3.15 an hour.
Yeah, an hour. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I was like making $500-600 a month. That was my salary.
You're probably excited at the time though, right?
Oh yeah, are you kidding? Because back then they paid cash too. There wasn't paycheck.
Oh wow.
So they used to put, when you go to get your paycheck every Friday, everybody lined up at the HR office, human resources, and they put cash with the coins, everything, the change in the envelope. They seal and give it to you.
Yeah.
So I used to take $100 out of it. My paycheck was like $120, $130 a week, with overtime or what have you. And then I used to take $100, put it in a new envelope, seal it, put it under my mattress, literally under my mattress. So I did that for 1 year, and I was able to raise $5,000. And then I went and bought my car at auction. So even back then, I wanted to get deals, at age 17.
Where did you learn that discipline? Was your family into the discipline, or you just sort of picked it up on your own?
Well, my grandpa had a grocery store in Iran, so I used to go to his grocery store all the time, and I saw him dealing with people. Maybe that kind of, I don't know, inked in my brain.
Yeah.
But,
What car was it? Your first car, the $5,000?
Oh, it was a 1983 Honda Accord. I worked there for about a year. I got promoted to manager. And of course, the commute was a lot. We used to live in Garden Grove, and I used to drive all the way to Montebello. And then as I surround myself with more successful people, and that's a big secret to success as well. You're a product of your environment. So always, find new friends that are older and more successful than you. So I was like a sponge, learning from people around me, right?
Yeah.
So I met this guy, and he drove a convertible Porsche, and
you're like,
nice
I like
suit.
you.
I'm like, wow, I want to have a Porsche.
Yeah.
I said, what do you do? He goes, I own a mortgage company. And I'm like, oh, okay, what do you do? Loans and real estate? And I'm like, okay, cool. So I told him I work for a Winston Tire company, but he liked my, my attitude, my motivation, my energy. He goes, hey, why don't you come, do loan processing for me? I said, all right. So I got my real estate license. I worked for him for 5 or 6 months. And then I realized how much money you can make in loans because I was processing them. I see how much checks, commissions you were getting on each loan. And then I tried to open my own mortgage company. I realized you need a broker. So I met another guy through the circle that he was a broker, but he was not as motivated.
Yeah.
Because he rich parents,
Yeah.
But he was a broker. So I'm like, hey, Mark, why don't we open a mortgage company? I don't have a broker license, but you do, we'll go 50-50. He's like, okay. So, but I was the go-getter one, mostly.
And how old are you at this time? Early 20s?
I was 21, I think, at this point. So I was 21. 92 is 21. 92 is when I got my license.
And your goal the whole time is like millions. I got to become a millionaire.
Oh yeah, yeah.
From day
that
one.
That mansion, palm trees, and those convertible cars.
Yeah,
That's
wow.
always
and
been.
Would you say your home now is very similar to what you drew back
Very
then?
much. I have 11 palm trees in the house. King palm trees. It's double lot, huge curb appeal. And when you park those cars in front, it's just like that picture.
I love that.
Yeah.
Then let me ask you this. Were you writing down affirmations? Were you visualizing yourself? Were you writing down the goals? What did you do to ingrain it? Or was it just a mental thing? That you
it was
always
all
fixated
mental.
on?
Although, the past 10 years, I've been writing my goals every day. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. My goals, I actually have a spreadsheet I made 25 years ago of how much I'm going to be worth by the time I'm 67. I put all these numbers in there. If I make 10% a year, but this one house I have, I sell it, I buy 2 houses, and I use this formula, and it was really interesting. It's called the aftermath. And then there's another one, it's called actual aftermath. And I haven't done it for a few years, but for every year on January, I used to compare my actual aftermath with the aftermath I did many years ago to see if I'm on the right track.
Wow, yeah. That's incredible.
So, you have to keep your mind to stay on the right path. You have to constantly write your goals. You have to have some kind of,
guide,
parameter
GPS.
guide. Exactly,
Yeah.